Hi. This time around we will look at the conventions we can use to configure our entities so EFC can easily map this to a database. I mentioned in the first video that EFC can be configured through conventions, attributes, or the Fluent API, or a combination of these, and that we will focus on conventions, ignore the attributes, and only sparsely use the Fluent API. Let's take a look at the book entity from the case introduced in the first video, and let's see how this might be implemented. I would start with a book class. Now, the first convention is to use public properties for all attributes. The primary key will be of type int, and here are the other attributes. EFC should actually be able to use properties with a private setter or private getter. Second convention is about primary keys. We will use the type int for all primary keys. All primary keys will be named ID, as shown here. Alternatively, we can name it name of entity plus ID, like this. EFC will automatically recognize a property of type int with either of these two names and configure it to be the primary key of the corresponding books table. Third convention is about constructors. If you keep your entities like this without a constructor, you'll be just fine. And you can use the object initializer to create new objects. However, sometimes you might want to have a constructor on your entity. EFC requires that all properties can be set through the constructor, otherwise it will complain. Personally, I often use constructors, and I often have a constructor which, for whatever reason, does not set all properties. To fix the EFC complaint about a mismatch between properties and constructor arguments, you can add a private no-argument constructor like this. EFC will then use this constructor, even if it's private, to instantiate the entity and then set the values using the properties. Last convention is about foreign keys. Sometimes foreign keys are optional to include and sometimes we have to use them. The naming of the foreign key should be the name of the referenced entity plus ID. For example, if I want to reference a price offer, I would call the property price offer ID like this. That's all for conventions, and these will take us a long way towards having EFC automatically configure everything for us. We're going to use these conventions in upcoming videos. So, thanks for watching.